Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back. So episode 3 of Survivor 41 just came out and I'm super ready to talk about it. If you are new here, my name is Kay. Here on my channel I talk about reality TV. Go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe down below for more Survivor coverage this season. Let's begin. So this episode was full of new advantages. We saw that there were 4 new Beware advantages that were up for grabs in this episode. 3 of the advantages the producers obviously wanted everybody to find because they left them sitting right in plain sight in the camp. So these Beware advantages are tempting. I think the producers know exactly what they're doing by putting these out there. I can picture everybody taking the Beware advantage when they see it. The only time I could maybe see somebody not going for the Beware advantage is if they are really super confident in their game, which at this point it's really too early for anybody to be that confident. So yeah, so far everybody that has come across a Beware advantage has taken it, which is totally understandable. I mean, this is a newbie cast. Nobody's played the game before. Everybody knows that it takes risks and big moves to get the respect at the end in order to win. So why not go for the risk, especially this early on in the game? We'll see how many of these advantages keep showing up throughout the season, but I have a feeling that most people are just going to open it no matter what. So the people that found the Beware advantage were Brad, Sydney, and Tiffany. They all get sent to the secret island, and this is where Survivor starts to lose me a little bit because now they introducing too many advantages, too many what ifs and what have for me to keep up with. So basically the 3 of them get to choose an advantage. They can either choose a tarp to help out their entire tribe, or they can choose a steal a vote advantage that helps them out. But of course there's a huge catch, and the catch is so confusing. Like it was so hard for me to keep up. If everybody chooses the tarp, they all get the tarp. If everybody chooses the steal a vote, they all lose a vote. And if 2 people choose the tarp, then they'll get the tarp and the other person steals the vote, or do they lose their vote? See, this is when things start to get tricky. Like, I'm all for the idea of risky advantages and stuff. I think it's fun. But when it starts to get too confusing, then that's when I think Survivor really starts to lose its audience. Like, I feel like the #1 thing that Survivor fans complain about is there being too many advantages in the game and production just doing too many weird tactics trying to make the game interesting, but at the end it just ends up being confusing, and that's what's starting to happen now. I'm hoping that it doesn't stay this way throughout the whole course of the season. So we get to the 3rd immunity challenge, and right now I am so scared that the Yase tribe is going to lose again for the 3rd time in a row, but by the skin of their teeth they are able to make it. So I'm super happy for them. I was afraid of them going all Matt Singh on everybody. As it turns out, the Ua tribe becomes the next tribe to go to tribal council. They look super devastated, of course, and right off the bat it seems like it's between Brad and JD. They're both pretty strong, so they could both be considered physical threats, but most importantly, they both have already found advantages in the game. Now, one of the advantages that JD has was a secret. He hadn't told anybody about the extra vote advantage that he got in episode 1 until Shan, being the observer that she is, sees that he has a piece of paper hidden in his pants, and she calls him out on it. And then JD comes clean, as he likes to call it, and has to tell everybody about his secret advantage. So in episode 1, we see everybody else. We see Xander and we see Danny. They tell their tribe about their advantage. They tell them the truth. JD is the only one that lied, and we see that this is starting to bite JD in the butt. I had a feeling when JD told that lie to his tribe in episode 1 that it was going to come back to bite him in the butt, and here we are. Here we are, y'all. Now he's getting called out. This sucks. This is like super bittersweet to me because I really like JD. I think he's really charismatic and I like his personality, but damn, bruh, like you just straight up got caught with that one. And once again, Shan is in the middle. She's the deciding factor. I don't know if it's her temperament or I just don't know what it is about Shan that makes everybody super drawn to her. Like almost everybody on the Ua tribe thinks that Shan is their number one, and they always like immediately come to her as soon as they get a piece of information. I don't know how this woman was able to work her magic and charm every single one of her tribe mates, but it's really been working for her. So go Shan, I'm cheering for you, girl. I don't know how you do it, but I wish some of that charisma would rub off on me, okay? So at Tribal Council, we still kind of see that it's between Brad and JD to go home. But as we see, Brad is actually the one that gets voted out, and he's the one that leaves the game with all of his advantages in his pocket. I think that sending Brad home was a pretty smart move on Shan's part. After JD had surrendered his secret advantage over to Shan, that really mended the bond between the two of them, at least temporarily. I think that Brad and JD both seem like threats, and they both had advantages, which obviously is a threat to everybody else, but it did seem like Shan was a little bit closer to JD, and so I guess that was the driving force behind her decision. What did you guys think of episode 3? Do you think Shan made the right move, or do you think she should have sent JD home instead? Let me know in the comments below. I really liked this episode. It started off a little slow and a little boring, but there was some decent gameplay and conversations going on, and there were also some funny moments too.
I'm just turning into a little bit of a twig, and with kind of a fuzzy top, I feel like a broccoli. So broccoli grows little bunches on small trees, so I feel like a little broccoli tree, I guess.
Be sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. I'm going to be here all season covering every single episode of Survivor 41. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.